Hi, Krypton. All right, so we are finally to the end of all of our spelling rules. So this means that throughout the year, we have gone through all 30 spelling rules that explain about 98% of all English words and how to spell them. So we're going to talk about spelling rule number 16, which is the last one we have for Logic of English. Remember to have your volume on so that you can hear the secret word later on. Okay, all right, let's begin. Okay, we're going to start by reviewing last week because spelling rule 16 has a lot to do with spelling rule number 15. And it's just how do we add a suffix to words that end in Y? So we have beauty plus full becomes beautiful. You notice that change there. Dry plus ed changed to dried. And then spy plus that plus s equals spies. What's the difference? We saw this last week. It's just because the Y changes to an I anytime you add a suffix. But do all words change? Do all Y's change to I's whenever you add a suffix? If you remember play plus ing or dry plus ing or spy plus ing, then the answer is nope. Nope. You do not change the Y to an I for a reason. All right, let's look at Y. We talked about spelling rule number 15 says that a single letter or single vowel Y changes to an I when we add any suffix or any ending, unless that ending belongs or begins with I. Cool, right? But why do you think that this is an exception? Why do you think it is that we do not add an I or we don't change the Y to an I when adding another suffix with an I? Why is that? It's because then there would be two letter I's next to each other. And according to the English language, that's not cool. It's because of spelling rule number 16, which just says that two I's cannot be next to one another in English words. And immediately you might think of, well, what about skiing or Hawaii? Those have two I's next to each other. Well, you figured it out. They're not English words. Skiing is an old Norse word where ski just means snowshoe. It's just an old Norse word, so it's not English. And then Hawaii is a Polynesian word that means the place of the gods. And so that's, again, not an English word. So that's why they are exceptions. Okay. That is it for today. I know it was pretty short, but I mean, we're already at the end. What happens when you get close to the finish line of something is it goes by really, really quickly. What obviously we're not done teaching, but what we're going to do for the following weeks is that we are going to be reviewing those commonly misspelled homophones. So we're just going to kind of go back and touch on there, your, those type, just so that way we can, one, review, and then two, I can send you to fourth grade comfortably knowing that you know the difference between all of those. And it'll just make you better writers. Before I forget, the secret word is cool. So make sure to include that when I ask for it, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, Krypton.